Now, I think the majority of the community actually likes not having to adapt to a new playstyle every week, but at the same time, there are some new meta strategies that we simply didn't see before Chapter 2. That's why today, we are going to be taking a look at some of the top discussions revolving around Fortnite's current meta. Guide you through your improvement process. We also provided pro content from pro players like Benji and Mongrel. So check us out, click the link in the description below. Alright everybody, the newest meta strategy that has taken the competitive scene by storm is pickaxe rotating. What is pickaxe rotating, you might ask? Well, thanks for asking. Pickaxe rotating is a new phenomenon that has recently become much more popular due to the fact that there's no mobility in the game. Since everybody has to foot rotate, creating a temporary truce with your fellow rotators is the optimal strategy to get into a zone safely. If you think this isn't a problem, then you each other. Roll it! Oh my god! Guys, never in a million years would I have thought that people would be rotating next to each other as if they were on the same team. Like you could easily shoot the guy for 100 plus damage, but decide not to. I can understand it though. If you guys ever played in a stacked endgame, you already know that the lack of mobility items is absolutely crushing late game rotations. Competitive players are in this awkward spot where they're negatively affected regardless of the decisions they make. Say a player doesn't make this pickaxe truce and decides to fight every single person that rotates alongside him. Well, he's kind of shooting himself in the foot. Not only is he forcing the opponents to build and create much more difficult rotation for himself, but he's also going to be wasting all of his own materials trying to get himself in zone. And if you guys have been playing solos at all, you run out of mats pretty quickly. There really isn't a great solution to this problem. I mean, I would be very surprised if Epic Games came out and made a statement disallowing this sort of play, simply because they kind of created the problem themselves. Since there's not even a launch pad for people to recycle, they really have nobody to blame but themselves. People just want to make endgame, and it's not like they're teaming up to kill a single person. Let me put it like this. If this was a bannable offense, wouldn't an entire lobby focusing a player also be bannable? Think about it. You're basically colluding with an entire lobby to get a single player eliminated. The answer is no, you should definitely not be banned for this. I simply bring that up to make the point that sometimes you have to play a little bit more passive against players that are doing something advantageous for your game. In the case of the full lobby spamming a single player, they're focusing someone that is you. Why would you want to stop that? It's just bad game strategy. Anyways, I'm no expert on this topic, so I'd like to ask you guys a question. Every season, but I think the new changes to aim assist warrant another discussion. I saw this post on Fortnite's competitive subreddit shoot to the top of the forum, which basically called out aim assist as a form of aimbot. Take a look at this clip of Unknown Army absolutely laser a kid back to the lobby with his L2 spam. I'm feeling a little storm mode right now. I'm feeling a little aim assist in my bones. I mean, if you were paying attention at all, you would see that even Unknown Army is surprised that he did so much damage. I personally play on keyboard and mouse, so I've never had the thrill of absolutely melting someone's HP with my AR. Maybe that's just because I'm not good at the game, though. The thing is, though, I see a lot of people taking clips of controller players beating people out of context. Oftentimes, professional keyboard and mouse players are hitting very similar shots and not being called out for it in any way. I've personally never seen so many headshots hit in one clip. And the best part about it is that Nate obviously plays on keyboard and mouse. So realistically, at the end of the day, you can't exactly say that controller players can do something that keyboard and mouse players simply cannot. Now, of course, you can make the argument that controller players can hit these insane damage shots with more consistency. That I don't argue. But I would also say that controller players are often mechanically capped because they have less dexterity with a controller versus someone who has an entire keyboard. Do you think the current aim assist meta is skewed too far in favor of controller players, or are we in a pretty fair place right now? Tell me what you think in the comments. Next, I want to talk to you guys about a recurring problem that hasn't been addressed yet. I'm talking about grenades and explosives. This one I really didn't think would have to go on this list. I really thought that Epic would address the issue in a more meaningful way than they have. But here we are, so let's do this thing. The fact that the only nerf we saw to grenades was capping the max stack at 6 just a few weeks ago proves to me that Epic doesn't really know the gravity of this issue. Now, the real problem here is the spawn rate. Any place I want to drop, explosive items are so abundant that I can either have grenades or an RPG almost 100% of the time. In my opinion, explosives should be a rare and special item to own. The fact that there's 5 variants of RPGs that can drop starting from common, it just doesn't sit well with me. Instead, I think that going back to having the lowest variant of RPGs be blue would help address this problem. Also, a huge nerf to grenade spawns would adequately solve the problem too. I also think that another creative solution Bandage Bazooka really unlocks this potential in my mind. If the Bandage Bazooka is so overpowered such that it's only fair to take up twice the inventory slots that an item usually takes, why don't we do the same for other similarly overpowered items? And at this point in the game, RPGs could be considered overpowered. That's just my opinion, of course, but either way, grenades and other explosive items are a huge part of the meta, and will continue to be until Epic does something about it. Now, the last point is going to be a little bit more on the serious side. Recently, there was a huge allegation and a leaked video which shows a Fortnite coach feeding Mongrel's squad external information regarding teams landing by them. I don't want to be biased here, so I'll just let you guys see the footage that was saved.
We're creeping them, we're creeping them! Are they contested then? Wait, they went pleasant. Pleasant? What are they doing there?
Destiny Jesus, FaZe Clan's personal Fortnite coach, was giving information to Mongrel that they otherwise would not have found out on their own. Destiny Jesus is notorious for his rotational pathing, working with a bunch of World Cup qualifiers to map out their early game rotations. The idea was if he was working with enough people, he would be able to map out the rotations in a way such that they would not interact with each other and have a successful rotation. And it definitely worked, since a lot of players he coached made tons of money. For this situation, it's a little bit different. There's no way for Destiny Jesus to know the opponent's information without opening up their stream or doing something at least mildly. This coaching, which I put in quotation marks, by the way, is quickly turning into cheating. He's basically giving his players a competitive advantage that nobody else can get, at least if they want to preserve competitive integrity. The reason I bring this up isn't to do a hit piece on these guys. I'm bringing it up because Fortnite coaches are only becoming more and more relevant these days. More signings and coaching will become meta within top competitive play. I think that it's very important we have this conversation up front about what role we think these coaches should have when it comes to the game of Fortnite. I know this doesn't specifically affect you watching this video, but say that you come up against someone who has an advantage on you because they had a coach that was giving them information that they shouldn't have. I don't think you would feel all too happy about that, now would you? Hopefully, we as a community can address these problems in a mature way before Epic Games has stepped in and taken a heavy-handed ruling. Because if one thing's for certain, Epic is a wild card and can make decisions that are often unpopular for the sake of competitive integrity. Jarvis. To conclude, let's briefly go over everything we talked about today. Number 1, pickaxe rotating. First, pickaxe rotations have become extremely popular due to the fact that no mobility items has cornered competitive players. Whether or not this is a legal maneuver is yet to be known. Hopefully, an introduction of mobility items will nullify this issue before it has to be addressed. Number 2, aim assist. Secondly, the argument of aim assist will always be a hot topic in any meta, especially when changes are made to the tool. At the end of the day, I'll be convinced that it's too overpowered when we see controller players consistently dominating the leaderboards. Number 3, grenades and explosives. Third, explosives are still too darn OP in today's meta. The nerfs simply have not been enough. Down the right track, Epic, but explosives shouldn't be this detrimental to one's game. Number 4, Fortnite coaches. Finally, we need to have a mature conversation regarding the limits of Fortnite coaches. When do useful tips cross the line to cheating? Alright guys, that's it for today's video. We really hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to use the code PROGUIDES when you make any sort of purchases. It really helps us out and we really do appreciate it. Comment down below what you guys thought about this video and what you guys think next. We aim to bring you guys daily quality content, so do us a favor by liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and show ProGuides.com some love for bringing you this post. Thanks again for watching. Once again, it's your host, Dan. You can find me everywhere at Daniel Ammerman, and we'll see you on the next one.
where you shop, when you sleep. Their hidden trackers follow you through the internet on millions of sites and apps. They build disturbingly detailed profiles and
become super popular since the beginning of Chapter 2, with the platform and solo cash cuts running every Wednesday and Thursday. Pros like Benji, Mr. Savage, and Booga have consistently dominated these cash cups since the first ones, and that's why today we're going to be analyzing some clips from Booga's first place run in the solo platform cash cup, where he got 87 points and he shocked the entire region. We're going to be digging deep to see, like, what is that Booga does. What's going on, guys? It's the Motivation Guy. That's right, your friend, the one and only Keith Allen. Just want to inspire you guys to be great, not only in this game, but also in life, alright? I'm spreading positivity to you, so spread it to other people. Connect me on my Instagram. I would love to hear from you guys. But before we start this video, if you guys are looking to get better at Fortnite, click the link below to go to ProGuides.com, where you can play with the best players in the world. Sign up for our membership at ProGuides, and you're going to get a ton of incredible content. Coming soon. If you want to compete in Fortnite, you got to check out ProGuides.com. Alright guys, so it's time to sit back, relax, get my favorite candy, that bunch of crunch, and let's get this going. First, we're going to analyze Booga's first game of the tournament, specifically his first fight-off spawn, and how he handles it to come out of early game with good health, weapons, and consumables. And test it. If you're trying to get good loot in these cups, your spot will almost always drop. So he knows immediately that the player won't contest his building, unless he's crazy and he just wants to have fun. But the opponent, unfortunately, is in the fight. Instead of pushing with only a pistol, he takes a step back and he goes to loot. His building has better materials and loot, getting it. You know, it's so important to drop spot well. Not only loot efficiently, but know where to drop and which opponents are likely to be worse off than you are. Booga hears his opponent building and walking over toward him, so he immediately sets up to fight. He's confident going into this fight since he has a green AR and a tactical shotgun, along with extra shields in case they're needed. He immediately gets rid of the window wall so his opponent can't peek, and he's ready to box fight. He sees his opponent in the back of the tile in front of him, right? So he takes this opportunity to ramp over him. This is great because it puts the opponent in a small, confined space and gives him the ability to play different angles and edit. Booga essentially has complete control over his opponent now. His opponent hops out to the side, so Booga immediately covers him from above and edits down for an easy 75 damage shot. This is a great example of why you should always play from above in box fights, because your opponent will struggle to get shots off of you while you have the ability to peek whenever you want. After this, Booga realizes his opponent only has an SMG, since he would have used his shotgun by now if he had one. Knowing this, he takes the 50-50 fight, knowing it's greatly in his favor. After all, he has a tac shotgun, and his opponent has an SMG. Unless his opponent has an aimbot, then it's a pretty easy kill. And that's exactly what it was. Booga quickly cleans up the kill with no issues. This clip is a great example of Booga's awareness during the fight. Knowing your drop spot so you can just ensure you have better loot when fighting in early game. Alright guys, so this next clip is a real treat. In this one, we're going to analyze how Booga handles his late game. He has 150 HP, almost maxed out in materials, 2 floppers, and 6 minis. The fifth zone pops up on his map, and he immediately begins to plan his route there. Looking around in front of him, he sees a long wooden tunnel and decides to head over to it, since it doesn't look like it's occupied. Using your opponent's builds to rotate is super helpful, guys, as it's just really hard to conserve materials in this low mobility manner. Once he gets to the tunnel, this guy realizes there's a player rotating under him. Would you take this fight if you're Booga? Booga decides that this player isn't a threat, and he's just already set up for a great rotation, so he decides to hold off on this fight. After this, Booga looks around, and he sees that the coast is mostly clear, and that he can rotate in the open. So, Booga sees this opportunity to run straight into the zone without building, but he's always ready to build if he gets shot at. He continues to use as little as possible to get to the zone, so he has more to tunnel in later zones. Once he gets in, instead of just building a giant base or contesting height, he sits comfortably, chilling, relaxed, and a metal box on low ground. Keeping his materials in mind, this whole rotation cost him a total of about 200 materials. He's going to have way more material than his opponents going into the final zone, and we're going to see later how much this really benefits him. Oh no! Oof. A player above Booga decides to spam grenades at him. However, Booga makes a safe, easy play here by just moving out of his box. Instead of spam building inside your box when you get naded, just exit the box into another one like he does. Once the enemy is stopped, he rebuilds his box. Instead of wasting 200 to even 300 materials spam building around to tank the grenades, he spent about 50 on a new box to avoid them as a whole. We can really see how his materials are starting to benefit him now, as he's got over 1,000 going into the 5th zone, while most of his opponents probably have a few hundred and are desperately looking for kills to raise that number. Okay, so let's fast forward a bit. The 6th zone has popped up, and it's definitely a rough one. This zone is pretty much like the furthest it can get from Booga, so he immediately hops out of his box to start the rotation. If he rotated late on this zone, he get held in the storm and have no way to survive. Someone gets a lucky laser on him from behind, but not to worry, this is why pros carry heals in late game all the time. You know, getting lasered is just the norm. As Booga heals up and he gets back in the game, right away. So we see here that Booga is near another player and tries to score some shots on him. If you were Booga, would you take this fight far from safety, or would you continue rotating to secure a better spot in later zones? If you choose the second option, you're correct. Booga decides to continue rotating, as his opponent likely has good health and is still pretty far from the zone. Note how even at this point in the game, he's still focused on preserving his materials, and only starts to use a bit of wood once he's ready to tunnel in. Booga sees that high ground isn't heavily contested apart from one little brick box. Preserve his materials and wait until later to push height. Alright, so keep in mind that targeting on height takes 1 or 2 builds per tile, which can add up really fast. At this point, Booga's just trying to look for something called an impact frag. Okay, so an impact frag is a late game kill with the goal of getting more materials, loot, or even setting yourself up for a better position. We can see Booga is low on materials, so this is just the reason he's searching for an impact frag. He sees a player in the box near him, right? And decides to take a few shots. He ends up getting a brutal raid on this player, and tries to push in for the kill. However, the zone is starting to get closer, so Booga decides to wait a bit before getting his frag. He uses a low material tunnel with a floor and ramp to get into zone, and sets up a quick metal box once he gets there. Okay, so at this point, Booga knows he absolutely needs a frag, and he only has 17 builds left. He gets RPG down, so he only has 6 after base up. But wait, there's a player right next to him. He doesn't even know that he's there. It's a perfect opportunity for Booga, right, to get a quick kill. He edits out, hits a beautiful 140 headshot, and dives in for the easy kill. Now that he got his impact frag, he almost has 600 materials, and he's completely set up for the next rotation. Instead of just sitting back and trying to fight, Booga starts his rotation and once again does a low material tunnel to get to zone. This decision to rotate early gets him in front of everyone else. He's now in the best position out of everybody. Booga continues to rotate, and once he's near the zone, he decides to look back for some kills. When Storm is behind people, they don't think straight. So, it's a perfect opportunity to get picks. We can see immediately how this pays off, as Booga is able to break down height, scoring and an opportunity to push up. Alright, so after building up a bit, he now has control over the entire lobby. With his RPG, he gets a beautiful elimination on this lucky another pro player, but wait. Going near his edits. Don't do that. And look, Booga's back to 600 materials just like that. Has high ground and only has 2 enemies left. Beautiful. With his RPG, materials, and high ground, Booga continues to look down and go for any angles possible. Once it's a 1v1, he scores a beautiful RPG shot on his opponent, continues to put on pressure and hold height until his opponent runs out of materials in the final circle, scoring himself a win. 9 kills and a trip straight up the leaderboards. Alright, so we can take away a lot from these 2 games. So let's do a quick recap. Alright, so first things first, guys. We can see how well Booga knows his drop spot and how his drop Finally, Booga's use of high ground peaks in his early game box fights is one of the main reasons why this guy is so consistent in surviving off spawn. First, we can see Booga's amazing use of a low material ramp floor tunnel to get into zones that conserve materials. Second, we can see his perfect impact frag strategy, where he finds off-guard opponents to get quick kills, on to just replenish his health and materials. third.
Ooh,
Boost's early
that
rotations
hurt.
not only put him in the best position, but set him up for easy kills on late rotators. And finally, man, his use of high ground in the final zones is completely unmatched. Booga got 5 kills from high ground in the final 3 zones, simply by holding height and using his RPG to its max potential. Booga, this guy is an absolute mastermind when it comes to solos, and by using the strategies outlined in this video, you're going to be one step closer to dominating solo, arena, and cash cups just like he does. Keep in mind, though, it's going to take practice, but you know what? I believe in you guys. We believe in you, so keep going, because practice makes perfect, and the more you play scrims in arena, the better you're going to get. So, keep grinding, my friends. The sky is not the limit. Maybe it's the limit in Fortnite, but it's definitely not the limit in life. We're going to get there soon, guys. All right, guys. Once again, it's the motivation guy. Hope you enjoyed this video. I want to tell you once again that I believe in you guys. I'm your #1 fan. Keep going, no matter how hard it is. Spread positivity wherever you go. Connect with me on my Instagram. I would love to hear from you guys. We really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to use code PROGUYS in the Fortnite item shop when you make any sort of purchases. You know, it just really helps us out, and we really do appreciate it. Comment down below what you guys thought about the video and what you'd like to see next on the channel. You know, we aim to bring you guys the best daily Fortnite content, so do it.
We've got a real animal lover here. Betting starts at $1 for a click.
If you've ever made the jump from low-end peripherals to what the pros use, boy, oh boy, is it hard ever to go back. The physical feel and performance you're gonna get are just unreal when you compare it to stuff from the bargain bin. What's going on, guys? It's the motivation guy. That's right, your friend, the one and only Keith Allen. I want to remind you again that I am your #1 fan. I'm cheering for you. If things are down, hey, I'm here to lift you guys back up. Connect with me on my Instagram. I would love to hear from you guys. And today, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what we think are the best 3 mice and 3 best keyboards for Fortnite. You know, a lot of what's the best ultimately comes down to preference. But these picks are, in our opinion, the most accessible high-end PC devices. So I just want to say right now, I'm so sorry, controller players. I love you guys, I really do. But this one is for the keyboard and mouse game. But you can you can still stick around. But we do have a video on controllers not too long ago, so despite Fortnite only being out for 2 years, there are already so many memories to look back at. From insane clutches inspired. Who wants to be motivated? Look, there is greatness on the inside of you. I know I say it all the time, but I'm saying it once again. I want to remind you that you are loved, that there's a purpose for you. I want you guys to just be like to everyone else, because you are the very reason why this world is going to change. There's a lot of darkness, there's a lot of negativity, but why don't we step up? Why don't we become those people that impacts one person at a time? And we're going to look up one day and we're going to live in a much better world. And it's going to be because of you. You're a leader, you're an influencer, so just be great, guys. You can do it. Follow me on my footage. What do you think is the most iconic play ever? Tell me in the comments down below.
Why the frick is that even a
Tired
map?
of getting outplayed and looking to sharpen your Fortnite skills. All right, we got you covered. ProGuys.com is the #1 way to improve your skills, my friends. I'm telling you, it's the truth. We offer on-demand coaching coaching with some of the best players in
No, not Zone Wars.
membership. You're gonna get access to exclusive content from players like Benji,
Hello?
Az, and Monzo. Click the link in the description to visit ProGuides.com to start your journey to greatness. Also hit that like button to show your support. Alright guys, it's time to get started, so you need to grab my favorite candy right now, and it's that bunch of crunch. Let's get going. Alright guys, at number 10, we have Tifu's Hunting Rifle Spree. You guys know
Whoa!
put your boy Tifu on this list. Who actually the main faces of Fortnite. Shortly after getting signed to FaZe Clan, Tifu was looking to get some solid hunting rifle clips. You know, that Twitter-worthy stuff, you know. And that is exactly what he did. At even more Fortnite history with number 9, Ninja's Revolver Clutch. Ninja was playing the Sniper Shootout, LTN, you know, the solo squads, of course. He's low on HP early in the fight, and then he goes and he does this.
Hold on!
Like this was exactly why he became the biggest on Twitch. Snazzy. Good looks, Ninja. Alright, let's head back to our tournament play. Coming in at number 8, Bizzle's Secret Skirmish Beagle Kill. The Secret Skirmish was a tournament that took place in early 2019, building off of last year's skirmish series. There was duos and solos portion, but Bizzle found the most success on his own. Coming into the last game, he led the pack, and just one more good game would solidify his name in the history book. Alright, so you gotta check this out.
No surprise here, Bizzle! In a wonderful position to potentially take this game. Not many materials left. 3 on it so far. A quick little tack on the player above. No materials. Drop lock down. He's looking for the wing. No fall damage as possible. He's made it to the low ground. He's skating around. Not comes in. A limb for Bizzle. Turns on the player above. That's it! He deagled the floor! He hand cannoned.
My trap won't place.
We're never gonna know. What we do know is that those Bizzle's teammates Saf saw similar success in the dual portion. So let's just jump into that. That's number 7, Saf's Secret Skirmish Pentakill. The dual portion of the Secret Skirmish 100 pro players matched together for the duration of the tournament. Saf was matched with Ronaldo, who proceeded to carry like no other. Alright, so just take a look at this in-game Pentakill. Yes? I mean 5 kills in a span of about 20 seconds. That's insane. And try to tell me that this play does not belong on this list.
Just on the outside of the start. There you go. Base Soldier gets knocked away. You see 6 teams remaining. Whoever winds up getting dropped next. There's a placement point. Another one. Oh my Saf. Now it's 5 limbs. And he's earned his team another point as well for placement. Saf continues to do it. He's dropping him down. Saf with another. Oh my god. Oh my god. Saf with the most ridiculous endgame moments.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's about that time that we start looking at some of Fortnite Championship Series play. Alright, you guys ready for this? Here you go. Coming in at number 6, Zexro's Trio in-game clutch. In this trio's iteration of the Fortnite Championship Series, Zexro teamed up with Macwood and the one and only Young Calculator to claim the throne. So after both of his teammates got eliminated, it was now up to Zexro to clutch up. Alright, so check this out.
The down is all on the back of Zexro, and he gets it trying to not crouch once to avoid doing that. Is he able to find it and get back going, but he gets sent out? Will he be able to get back on the lane? Off advantage!
Zexro and company. Oh, did I hear you guys just say that you want some controller players on this list? All right, cool. Let's see what we got. Okay, so at number 5, Aiden and Nick's merch skirmish, big bonus. The fall skirmish is
Hold up.
an interesting tournament structure that heavily favors these two fragging controller maniacs. Big bonus was a feature that Epic Games implemented, which gave $30,000 to the top fraggers. As Aiden and Nick's mercs are collecting kills, this is unpredictable. As you were watching earlier,
How did I hit a 30 from a pump? A purple pump, too.
And Aiden trailing, getting some damage done. If they get these two, they're in big bonus territory. Aiden matching this. Look at what he's doing right. Absolutely stunning. He's got the high ground for the moment. The shot comes in. Are you kidding me?
you haven't seen nothing yet. Check out
Shot.
wins in games 4 and 5. Aqua and Stumpy in the flash.
Currently at 5 eliminations this season. Still riding that big gun. Still 250 small ammunition remaining. This thing is so punishing from above. You have that high ground advantage. You have the shots on Wolfies from above the elimination of 3-2 situation. Aqua, Nyrox looking to pick up the first World Cup back-to-back victory royale, Jack. Pressure coming on in. They drop down low. Oh my God!
How am I hitting 30 headshots?
By the time game 6 came around, Sappin one more solid game for the Europeans meant that they were the ones taking home $3 million, and not the Canadian-American team. All right, guys, so let's backtrack a bit, and let's talk about the Dual World Cup qualifiers, all right? At number 3, we've got Click's Dual World Cup qualifier clutch. All right, so Click burst into the scene after qualifying for the Solo World Cup right away. He teamed up with Skeptic and qualified for the Dual World Cup in week number 4. But just saying that is selling it quite short, because they would have gotten there without this absolutely bonkers clutch.
Nice one. Hey! What the freak?
That guy always has a trick up his sleeve. You know who else has a few tricks up their sleeve? Well, you already know this.
Huh.
Other than my guy, Mongrel, coming in at number 2. Mongrel's 2 HP solo qualifier win. Alright guys, so this one is like zero explanation. Just roll the footage and let's just see how Mongrel qualified for the World Cup Solos event.
No way can you survive in this situation. Jamming himself underneath the structure, he might actually, his head might have been poking through the floor. Must be sitting just ahead, just out of sight. Does the player see him? I don't think so. The drop it. It's the shot off and it's the elimination. Mongrel literally putting on a clinic of why you need to pay attention. What's going on? Are you kidding? Just fell. Just 3 balls. Oh my goodness. Are you kidding? 13 eliminations. There's still 4 players left, including him. That is down. No way. Are you doing this right now, Mongrel? No way. I'm waiting now. Couldn't get the time to the minis. Still needs to find 2 more.
Ah, trapped her. I baited your trap.
On high ground and then Zuri. He actually, Mongrel took down every single player that we talked about earlier in the lobby. And now he's living double lobby as well. Zuri's gonna go down in another one. Mongrel, are you?
In Booga's first game of the World Cup, he came out swinging a 90% of the winner of the entire event. Alright, so I just want everybody to take a trip down down memory lane with your friend, the motivation guy. That's right, me.
Dang it.
Now let's just reminisce on just how crazy Booga is at this game.
Not quite doing it yet. Looking for a high ground. Yeah, I was looking to see. Don't you worry. I guarantee before too long, a player like this is going to make plays. Sitting the edge of the storm in the box up. He's going for ended shots. Big hit. My gosh. The outside. Booga picking up this.
Nice job.
Trio, Rux, Booga all on the low ground. Bella, EU, all player, one player, shot fade to height.
One.
What number?
5.
It's back-to-back shots. Booga picking up another elimination. Booga is saying that. Almost going to be his game to win. We'll see here another one. Can he find the 9th elimination? And Victory Royale, the World Cup solo. Dr. Lupo, it might be time soon. It might be time soon.
What is that? You suck. You're toxic.
Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Once again, it's the motivation guy. That's right, the one and only Keith Allen. Enjoy your week, enjoy your day, and I want you guys to keep going. Don't quit, don't surrender. Get back up when you mess up. Get back up when you fail, because it's that very thing that's going to propel you into all the things, man, that you're going to do. All right? Connect with me on my Instagram. I would love to hear from you guys. We really hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to use code PROGUYS when you make any sort of purchases, because it just really helps us out, and we really would appreciate it. Comment down below what you guys thought about this video and what you'd like to see next, because we aim to bring you guys daily quality content. So do us a favor by liking this video, subscribe to the channel, and show PROGUYS.com some love for bringing you this video. Thanks for watching.
Boom.
See you next time.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Absolute legends, man. Their lightning-fast builds, pinpoint accuracy, and unique styles have allowed them to dominate the respective stages. Space Clancy is just some of the most accomplished and looked up to players out there. They're among the best of the best of the best, and they've absolutely raised the bar with what's possible. But one question remains: who's the better player? What's going on, guys? It's the motivation guy. That's right, your friend, the one and only Keith Allen, man. How you guys doing? I hope you guys are having a good time, a good week. If you're not, I want you to continue going forward, man. Know that I believe in you. Know that the sky is not the limit. Whatever you've made a mistake in, just know that so keep going. It's the best year of your life. You guys ready? I hope you are. Connect with me on my Instagram. We're posting up vids to inspire you to be great in this game. Pairing these two superstars, all right? I'm going to be going through 5 different categories. 1v1, building, aim, competitive, and game state. Scoring each player 1 to 10 PROGUYS points per group for their overall skill and impressiveness. And in the
Oh, my arm.
If you guys are looking to get better at Fortnite, click the link below to go to PROGUYS.com, where you can play with the best players in the world. Sign up for our PROGUYS, and you're going to get a ton of incredible content from the best pro players like Benji and Mongrel. We recently updated Mongrel's master course for Chapter 2, so make sure to check that out on PROGUYS.com. And be sure to drop a like on this video and show your support. Alright guys, it's time to sit back, relax, and you gotta get my favorite candy. I went to the movies this weekend, man, and Toda. It's called that Bunch of Crunch. Now let's get this going. First up, 1 versus 1. Between Swade's aggressive builds and Mongrel's insane speeds, my friends, we're in for a tightly contested
You suck.
Now, both of our players spend a lot of their time battling it out in this game. And it's never neutral or another one of his pro buddies. For him, it's mostly about developing skills and valuable muscle memory that he can just go and apply to strangers tournament matches. When one he's winning, what Mongo likes to do is take height, and he likes to hold it. He doesn't make many hyper-aggressive plays towards himself like that. Instead, and he looks for either safe edit plays or
You thought I was bad,
so
huh?
that he can just get his opponents low and just go for the finish. 1v1ing and other creative modes are what Sway considers this game to be all about. He has minimum interest in Battle Royale, okay? What he instead want to do is spend his time making YouTube content and playing wagers against other top pros. With how much time and effort Sway puts into creative battles, it turns him into an absolute 1v1 master for a variety of factors, okay? Like, when he comes to reading his opponent, Sway seldom loses sight of his target. Even if he hasn't spotted them in a while or you can't...
Whoa!
His incredible mental awareness allows him to know exactly what the opponent is. It's just timeout. He knows how to do it.
Alright, nice trick, but that's over.
Complex reset. There's a reason why everyone
Yeah.
thinks Sway
Ha!
is cranking out a ridiculous amount of kills. Because Sway is famous for these retakes, man, that keep him protected and confuse his opponents. The retakes he does sometimes is like very complicated, but every action is deliberate and with purpose. Now, alright, so there's no better comparison. And by looking at the time Mongo and Sway famously went head-to-head, the hype was crazy. Everyone wanted to see who was better, so they scheduled a fight. So both our boys were giving all they got. It started off with Sway dishing out aggression against Mongo that he could handle, giving him an early lead. Eventually, Mongo caught on to Sway's tricks, and that aggression backfired for the next couple of rounds. Sway kept up with the assault, and even though Mongo was playing a bit more carefully, he was still pretty open for Sway to capitalize on. Eventually, Mongo got a few more kills, but Sway was able to close it out and grab the prize. 1v1ing is close, but we're giving Sway 9 points and Mongo 7. Why? Because they're both exceptional, but in comparison, one thing is just more Sway's ability. He's a lot more experienced and comfortable with these builds. We're also throwing
Crap.
editing as well, since that's a big part of the building mechanic, right? And it's just as important to consider. Now, both of our players have very similar building styles. Very quick and very flashy. Sway's just a tad bit more stylish, though. It's almost like he learned some build techniques just for the show of it. Not to knock him or anything like that. It's clearly a style that works for him, so you know what? You gotta keep doing it. And so it makes sense for him to show off his flashy moves to his fans. And all things considered, his building is very controlled. He places pieces really quickly and he rarely messes up. Wow, that guy's amazing. Not only that, but his edits and resets are like really quick. Considering how high of a sensitivity he plays on, his control of the stick in seconds enough. However,
Ooh.
Mongo wins when it comes to raw speed. Brother is fast. Since he's on a keyboard mouse, naturally he's able to go faster than a controller ever could imagine. And we've all seen how much Mongo moves his arm around when he puts so much effort into it. Seeing him go earthquake mode, oh my goodness, it scares all of us. Sometimes he's too fast, and it ends up messing him up when it matters. But that's sort of the trade-off he takes. Like, when he goes to edit 95% of the time, he's landing the edit in the blink of an eye. But there's the 5% chance where he actually messes up, and then he has to edit it for the second and third try. It was a hard choice, but both these guys are equally awe-inspiring when it comes to building. Mongo technically might be a bit more capable since he's on keyboard and mouse, sure, but with Sway's near-perfect execution on high sensitivity, man, this guy's no slouch when it comes to keeping up on a controller. And that's the impressive part for us. The fact that Sway can build and play so well on a controller.
Got you.
Both Mongo and Sway 9 points on this one. So they tie this category, folks. It's on and cracking. Alright, now on to the next one. Now, before we hop into the next category, I just want to ask you guys, do you want to see a face Sway course? Let us know in the comments down below. Alright, so it's tough to decide who's the better aimer because of the device difference. On the one hand, you got Sway playing on a controller, which of course has aim assist. On the other hand, Mongo on keyboard and mouse and doesn't have anything like that to rely on, alright? Not that we're saying aim assist gives Sway his aim, okay? It's nothing like that. But it's just really hard to directly compare the two with just how different the devices are. The thing with keyboard and mouse is just how versatile it is. It allows Mongo to flick at ridiculously fast speeds and land shots that seem impossible, which he incorporates into his aim style a lot. You know, you often see him land these crazy shots, and he spends so much time developing. That's why we gotta practice. Since Sway's on his ability to precisely flick gets pretty limited. His next level tracking and crosshair placement makes up for it though, you know? Perfect crosshair placement, one of the biggest things that he barely misses. Building up on an opponent, he's gonna point sort of down and toward him since he knows he's gonna have to aim in that direction. He places his reticle exactly where it needs to, when it needs to be there, so that moves are minimal, and he wins fewer shots. When it comes to the tracking department, neither of our players struggle here. They're both
I was at 2 health. 2 health. 2 health.
Up close and personal, he's just not as used to those scenarios when you gotta be players. Mongo has some of the best tracking aim like he's ever seen in life. Anytime somebody glides near him, or he spots someone on a rotate, he can always get at least 2 or 3 shots in really quickly. When the infantry rifle was around, Mongo was a beast at using that thing, man. We never tire of hearing him scream out, lasered, or he's white. He's an absolute nutter, and we love him. Honestly, it was a little tough to decide on this one. You know, we think with all better close range aim with SMGs and shotguns.
Hey, Caleb.
Closes out kills so quickly with these weapons, man. But at longer ranges, from most of what we've seen, Mongo is absolutely amazing. For us, Sway's aim is an 8 and Mongo's is a 9. It's really close, but Mongo gets the edge on this one. Even though it might seem a little unfair to talk about competitive results when comparing these two, it's kind of sort of needed. Competitive Battle Royale is insanely tricky, and it has its own unique abilities. You gotta be able to know things like how to rotate, the right situations to take fights, and how to clutch when circumstances don't go your way. Have you ever been in a circumstance that doesn't go your way? You gotta know what to do from there. Like we said before, Sway doesn't focus on Battle Royale anyway. Even though that's where all the prize money is, he still doesn't participate very often. You know, obviously staying away from VR has worked out for him. But we've got a few results we can look at. So, alright, back in July, Sway played a couple of cash cups with Tifo and Clicks. And unsurprisingly, they did just fine. You don't have to be a genius to figure it out.
Oh, shoot. What the frick?
Newly formed squad. Wow. And he almost made the top 50 in a solo event in September. Clearly, Sway's very capable of playing competitively. If he puts more time into it and finds a decent squad that he meshes well with, I'm sure he could consistently play in the money for every single event. It's just a matter of whether he finds that to be a valuable use of his time. Playing a community-run, non-VR game is more Sway's speed.
No, we got 3, I think. Yeah, we do.
Wednesday wagers or UFC Friday Fortnite, where he actually has some pretty consistent results. He's even been in place above top pros like Zexro, Stretch, and fellow clan member Dub. There's no doubting Sway's ability. I think staying away from Battle Royale is just more of a personal decision for him. I don't know what it is, but hey, I gotta respect it. Mongo, on the other hand, has some top-tier competitive results that he can be proud of. He's proven time and time again that he's one of the most clutch pros out there. Most famously, we saw him play at the World Cup. Hit both solo and duos, and after 2 excellent placements, may I add, that earned him over $250,000. Mongo, can I borrow some money? He goes on to form the most dominant trio season X we saw with Mitro and Busy Fishing. To say he's done well competitively would be an understatement. His performance has been exceptional. So, who do we give it to? Well, based on their results and overall willingness to play, it's Mongo by a long shot. He's getting 9 points here, and Sway's nabbing himself only 6. Finally, my friends, our last category, the most important, I believe, game sense, aka brain. Again, it's hard to directly compare the two because Sway's mainly a creative, type of guy, but that's not a big deal, alright? We can definitely draw some conclusions by watching him dominate no more than 1v1. People don't really appreciate how much it is to be successful at 1v1s, man. Being able to find kills against top players when...
Dang, that kid's good.
This is the most important task. You gotta be able to predict or track your opponent's movement and create openings.
Laser!
No problem. Sing and play.
You got close.
Up on this kill. He's actually playing so deadly in this mode. He always sets himself up to fight one-on-one.
Hold up!
He's not even a afraid of jumping the box, even though traps are enabled.
How did he flick me like that?
Enemies dead before they
He didn't even look at me.
Firstly, Mongo has plenty more of the knowledge needed for Battle Royale, like understanding where and when to rotate, or when to disengage from a fight and strike back another time. His box fighting capabilities are also some of the best. Like, whenever Mongo's up against a player W-king him in the cash cup or something like that, he reads his opponent to a T. He's not always responding with some mechanically intense play, but he's always smart. And if that means holding his gun out, he does that. If it means, making an aggressive edit, he does that. It depends on the circumstances and how his opponents are playing, which is great.
You're stuck.
And that's what really is all about. Both their game sense is on point. But again, with more experience in Battle Royale field, Mongo knows a bit more when it comes to rotations, early game fights, map knowledge, and knowing how to read opponents in all sorts of things. But this one, my first play in the 7.
Hey, Andy, better watch out. This kid can flick you without even looking at you.
Bravo, bravo. But in our opinion, Mongo is overall the most improved player. We still love you, Sway, because you're really good. Of course, if you disagree, hey, let us know in the comments down below. We got none but love, all right? It's fine. It's fine. We know everyone's going to have their own opinion. This was gentle down there, guys. All right? All right. So once again, it's the motivation guy. That's right. The one and only key.
Alan.
I'm rooting for you. Come on now. I'm the number one fan. So keep going. Don't surrender. Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't even say it. Don't even say it. Don't even think it. Keep going, guys. Connect with me on my Instagram. I want to inspire you guys to be late in the game on for life. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to use code PROGUYS when you make any sort of purchases. It really helps us out, and we really do appreciate it. Comment down below what you thought about this video and what you like to see here. We aim to bring you guys game quality content.
Wow!
ProGuys.com, some love for bringing you this video. Thanks for watching.
Chuck. Okay. %, accuracy. Woo! 6 headshots too.
Many Fortnite players, Tfue is the epitome of confidence. But when it comes to playing the game at an absolute high level, players stop at 2 critical crossroads. The first and foremost, obvious, is mechanics. You know how fast you can pop an edit, retake the high ground, or hit 200 pumps. Alright, so that's great and all, but that's not entirely difficult to get over if you're already competing. Now, what really divides the general player base from Tfue is the clutch factor. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm talking about making moves when they matter. When there's millions of dollars on the line, or hundreds of thousands of viewers critiquing your every move. For Tfue, that's just Tuesday. Going all the way back to Friday night last year, up until today.
That was so freaking close. I'm clipping that.
Fortnite